NBA, Luka Doncic and Trae Young have an epic duel on ESPN. Man, what's going on, everybody? Tonight was an epic game from the Hawks and the Mavs, where the Mavs won 118 to 117. I am your boy, Hoopers Life 24Q7. What is going on? If you like this kind of content, this kind of video, go ahead and like the video and subscribe, man. It would be great. We want to keep a community here, so go ahead and feel free to do that. Anyway, it was a down to the wire game where the last shot, it was a little bit controversial. Trae Young was trying to set a screen. He gets knocked over by Clint Capella, but instead the ball gets thrown into Danilo Gallinari, and Gallinari just clanks and free throw line extended shot right off the rim, and it was no good. And that was a wrap for the game. To be quite honest, it was a little disappointing how that finished because we wanted that ball in Trae Young's hand, being down one with 4.9 seconds left. We could have seen a little magic, but that's Luka magic, baby. So they got that dub. Anyway, Doncic tonight had a triple-double, having 28, 10 rebounds, 10 assists from the field. He had 9 of 18 field goal percentage. Trae Young had 25, 7 and 15, 8 of 22 from the field. But the real story, in my opinion, tonight was Jalen Brunson. So Brunson had 9 points consecutively for the Dallas Mavericks late in the game. But the thing about Jalen Brunson was he attacked Trae Young every single time. So what I was talking about in a previous video about how Kemba Walker can get attacked on defense every single time, well, they were doing the same thing to Trae Young. Now, Trae Young, he's a fantastic, spectacular, tier 1 offensive player in the league. But on defense, I don't know, man. He needs to figure something out. He needs to be like a Steph Curry, where he hits passing lanes at least and can hold it down enough to get things going. Now, on the Atlanta side, John Collins, this is his back-to-back 30-point performance against the Mavericks, dating back to about a week ago, where he's been having ridiculous efficiency, where John Collins has played fantastic against the Mavs. So good to see that from him. But otherwise, on the Atlanta side, outside of Trae Young, it was nothing too special, where the Mavs had a lot of people getting involved, including Tim Hardaway Jr. off the bench. He played really well. And like I said, Jalen Brunson as well as Willie Cauley-Stein. Now, going into this game, Dallas was a 13 seed in the West and Atlanta was a 7 seed in the East. But there's something I want to talk about this game. So Trae Young, I don't know if any of you guys are fans of Trae Young, but Trae, he kind of plays like, if you play NBA 2K, he kind of plays like how you would play as a My Career player. Basically meaning everything kind of goes through him. You know, when you're playing My Career and you want to get all the assists, you want to get all the boards, you want to get all the points, you want to shoot all the shots, you create every play, your usage rate is off the chart. But that's kind of like Trae Young, man. Except for he can't hold anything down on defense. So I think there's a lot to be said about that with the Atlanta Hawks. And I know there was no DeAndre Hunter tonight. He's going to be out for about 2 weeks with an injury that I cannot even pronounce, but it's going to be about 2 weeks, and he's a good player for them. This year, he's averaging about 16 points. So for him being a second-year player, he's kind of breaking out in the way that we hoped either him or Cam Reddish would, and Cam is still around 10 points a game. So yet to see what's going to happen with Cam Reddish, although I think he's got a pretty high ceiling. He's really tall. I didn't realize how big he is, but he's a big player. And then another quick thing that I kind of want to dive into about the Dallas Mavericks is Josh Richardson. Now, if any of you guys know who Josh Richardson is, he was on Philadelphia last year and then got traded over to the Mavs this year for Seth Curry. And if you're a Mavs fan, I know you probably miss Seth Curry because that dude is a walking bucket. This year he's shooting 50% from the field, 50% from three, 100% from the free throw line. Brother, what? That's crazy. But anyway, they wanted Josh Richardson because he plays more defense. And now I will give him that he's a better defender than Seth Curry, but he's not a great defender. Not to the point where you would really want to make that trade, because I thought Seth Curry had good flow with Doncic, but overall that's not a really good defensive backcourt. So I get the idea that they were going for the Mavs, but I don't think it was the best decision. Now, it's working out for Philly pretty well. But the Mavs, they need to figure that out. Being a 13 seed is really unexpected. I know Porzingis was out for a little bit to start the year, and he's still averaging 20 points a game, about 7 boards, but Porzingis really hasn't hit his flow yet, and I'm a big fan of that 7'3" Latvian center power forward, because that dude can chop from anywhere, but he's still getting his feet under him. You can see it the way he plays. He's not playing full aggressive. His minutes are still a little bit limited, so we'll see how that kind of develops over the course of the season, because I think they need to have him playing at a high tier, because if he's not, I don't think the Mavs will. I mean, Doncic is special, but you need a wingman. You need someone else to help you out, someone to carry the load, someone to put in big points, at least 25 a game. I'm expecting from Porzingis going forward. but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, this was a fantastic game. I really enjoyed it. It was down to the wire. It was good to see Luka Doncic and Trae Young. Now remember, on draft night, they were traded for each other for the 3rd and the 5th pick 3 years ago. So these guys, they got a lot of story, a lot of history, and we know the NBA loves to use those stories, loves to build the characters, the players, the human beings of the league, and it is cool to watch. It's fun to watch. These guys have an epic rivalry, and you can see that they're good friends. They really laugh a lot with each other out on the court, even in high intense moments. They get along really well. Even back dating to the All-Star game last year, or no, it was the Rookie Challenge game, where Doncic hit a half-court 3 and Trae was laughing with him. So that's, it's good to see some camaraderie, some love from some guys who got traded for each other on draft night and who will forever be connected with each other. And so then for the question of the night, my question is, do you think the Atlanta Hawks will make the playoffs this year in the Eastern Conference? And for me, I'm going to say yes. I do think they do. I think they squeak in. I think it's a 7 or 8 seed. I think they'll be in the play-in games. But I do believe that the Hawks will make the playoffs. So tell me what you think. Go ahead and write a comment down below. But anyway, this is a quick one tonight because I got to get to bed early. I got work tomorrow. Either way, it's your boy Hooper's Life 24Q7. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, stay tuned, stay with me. Peace.